Hello students, good morning. In this class, I will be discussing the first year PUC topic, that is thermodynamics and principles of thermodynamics. When they are applied to chemistry, it is called thermochemistry. So there are a lot of terms that must be learned here. So I will consider the first one. Just a minute. There will be 2 5-mark questions from this chapter. So first we shall consider the terms involved. For example, the first one, system. A system is a thermodynamic system. So it is the portion of the universe under study, or it is a part of the universe under observation, or which is under study. And whatever remains in the universe excluding the system, so remaining part of the universe, rest of the universe, is called surroundings. So don't imagine that surroundings means an immediate surroundings. For example, if you are studying a piece of chalk, so it doesn't mean that surroundings means only a small portion in that room which is in contact with the chalk piece. So even the farthest part in the universe must be included. So system plus surroundings is called universe. See, a system and surroundings may be separated by an imaginary boundary or a real boundary. So chalk piece kept in a room is separated from rest of the room, even the immediate next neighboring molecule of air. So it is an imaginary boundary. But I can say that I have kept the piece of chalk in a box, and then the box becomes the real boundary or physical boundary. So boundary may be imaginary or may be real. See, when you look at a star, the light emitted from the star will interact with the retinol and cause some bioorganic reaction, then cause nerve impulse that will be converted into signal in your brain. The star may be millions and millions of kilometers away, which is measured in actually light years. But still, the light let out from that star several years back will affect some reactions within your eyes and brain. Therefore, we have to consider that surroundings may be anything that is in the universe, may be very close to the system or far away from system, thousands of kilometers away from the system. It is this surroundings and system, they interact with each other. So in this chapter, we are going to study heat and work relationship. So thermodynamics is actually a physics chapter where we study relationship between heat and work. So transformation of energy or transport of energy from system to surroundings or vice versa. So energy forms exchange between system and surroundings. It may be in different forms like light, heat, mechanical work, or electrical energy, or combustion energy, energy of the fuel. So anything may be used to supply energy or remove energy from a system. Remember, energy that is under flow or which is getting transported is called heat. So energy which is under transformation is known as heat. Now we shall consider the types of system. types of system. So how a system interacts with the surroundings on that basis. I got open system, closed system, and isolated system. See, they are represented like this. So consider an open beaker kept in a glass vessel, that is beaker. Now we can add some water. Now the matter present in this system is water. So you can add water. So downward arrow mark indicates you are adding water, or you can remove water. That means the matter, the substance present in the system can be exchanged. Now beaker becomes the boundary, and heat exchange is represented through the walls. So you can cool it. Heat na tegita idi water inda andre ice ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ then outward arrow mark, outward indicates heat is flowing out. If it is written into the beaker, then heat is going into the beaker. So water, if you want to boil, you may use different methods like electrical coil, or directly you may keep it over a stove and heat it. Fuel energy may be used. So now this is capable of exchanging both heat and matter with the surroundings, So just a system is called open system. Now a closed system will be represented like this. So same beaker containing some water. Say it is now closed with a lid. Now matter exchange cannot take place. You cannot add or remove water. So idana nodi crash mark hakidini. So adagalla anta. But heat can be exchanged because the boundary is a conducting boundary. The vessel conducts heat. So heat can be exchanged. It may be cooled, water inside may be cooled, or it may be heated. So closed system can exchange. So what is a closed system definition? Can exchange heat, but not matter with the surroundings. So how this interacts? It can exchange only heat, but not matter. So what is an isolated system? An isolated system is represented with a thick boundary. That means it is insulated boundary. So it represent martyri. So you can imagine a thermos flask like system, or a wooden box like, so which are good insulators. La hot box anta use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರದನ್ನ imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So there is some water, say. Now water cannot be added or removed. So there is no exchange of matter. Because the walls are insulated, even heat exchange cannot take place. ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ತರ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So it cannot heat or cool or you cannot add some water or remove some water. So you cannot increase the mass or amount of the matter inside or decrease it. So isolated system cannot exchange both matter and heat with the surroundings. So ಎರಡನ್ನೂ exchange ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. For example, ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ thermos flask ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. A tea in thermos flask. But remember, no thermos flask is perfect isolated system. But thermodynamics ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So next we shall consider what is called state of a system. State of a system explains the system. So you have to explain the present conditions of a system. So our conditions na explain model yavu. Say there is some water like this in a beaker. Or usually we consider this type of system. So walls are insulated, base may be conducting or insulated. So there will be a piston, which is a frictionless, weightless piston. That means no energy is wasted in moving the piston upwards and downwards. This is called base and it is called a cylinder. Now, how we can explain the system? Usually, now the gas na consider martin because volume changes are easily considerable. For solids and liquids, the volume changes will be negligible. Therefore, gas is better to explain the thermodynamics. So how we can explain the properties of the system? Now, the pressure of the system, pressure ಹೇಗೆ find out ಮಾಡೋದು? Cycle shop ಅಲ್ಲಿ pressure gauge ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು use ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you can understand the pressure. So pressure, temperature, you can use a thermometer. We can get the thermometer temperature and you can find the volume of the system. Volume of the system ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ piston ನಿಲ್ಸಿದೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ water ತುಂಬಿಸಿ, fill water and find the volume of water. So easily you can understand volume, or you may use principles of mathematics to find the volume here. So what is the volume of the gas? You can find out mathematically also. So volume and amount. So sometimes mass anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ amount ಅಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ number of moles. No number of moles and mass are related. So usually we use these properties. They are called macroscopic properties. Macroscopic properties means easily measurable properties. So they can be found using an instrument or apparatus. So easily measurable properties of a system are called macroscopic properties, and they are used to explain a system. ಈಗ ಒಂದು example ತಗೋತೀನಿ. There is a cylinder, then there is a piston, there is a gas inside. So gas ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Was or insulated base may be conducting or not. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ pressure is about 1 atmospheric pressure. Volume is about say 1 liter. Say volume is about 10 liter. Temperature is say about 298 Kelvin. So IUPAC name use ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, IUPAC system. And so what is the number of moles? So they can specify 0.1 mole or 1 mole, 0.1 mole, 10 mole, ಅದೆಷ್ಟೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರನ್ನ mention ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So that's how we explain the state of a system. Now, ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. After some time, you see that there is some change in the state. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Say the pressure is about 2 atmosphere, volume is about 2 liter ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So let's imagine, say temperature is about now 400 Kelvin and number of moles ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. So now when add not added any gas, 0.1 mole ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ. Then this is called initial state. ಇದನ್ನ initial state ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Whereas this is called final state of the system. Now, how the transformation has taken place, it is called change in the state of the system. And if you know how the change takes place, then it is called a process. Now, the change go process go ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ difference ಇದೆ. See, what is a process? A process, it is the known path. ಹೇಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. known path of change in state of the system. So the ಯಾವ ತರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ then it is called change in the, it is called process. Otherwise it is simply called change. If you don't know how it happened, it is simply called change. For example, if we are taking a bus from Tumkur and you have to travel to Bangalore. So ನೀವು ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So when you are woken up, conductor ಎಬ್ಬಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬಂತು ಎಬ್ಬೋಳು ಅಂತ. So what happened along the path you don't know. ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಜಾಮ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಬೇರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ವಿ, ಬಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಪಂಚರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಬೇರೆ ಬಸ್ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. So what happened in between you don't know, then it is called change. But if you are awake and what happened every second if you know, then it is called process. So process is the known path of the change. So the properties of the system are classified into two types. That is called path variables and state variables. Andre, properties of the system which only depend on the present state of the system. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದೆ. So it has 1 atmosphere, 1 liter, 0.1 mole, say it 300 Kelvin. So ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. See, the present pressure, present volume, present temperature does not tell you the history of the system. So state variables do not depend upon the history of system. So it is not required. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ತುಮಕೂರಿಂದಾನೂ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೈಸೂರಿಂದಾನೂ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೇ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ಬರೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಪ್ಲೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಿಂದ ಬರೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದನಾದ್ರೂ ಬರಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್. That means the properties of Bangalore, like the humidity conditions, the temperature, the pollution, they do not depend upon where you come from. In ತುಮಕೂರಿಂದ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅದೇ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಮೈಸೂರಿಂದ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅದೇ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅದೇ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಸರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ತುಮಕೂರು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ತುಮಕೂರು. ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ state variables or state functions. State variables or state functions anta karite. Say they do not depend, nodi history not required, hege bandu bekagilla. But there are some properties that is path variable. Iga ನೀವು ತುಮಕೂರಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಅವೇ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸೇ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ 85 rupees. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಕುಣಿಗಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಂಡ್ಯಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಮಂಡ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, there will be more charge. You have to spend about 200 rupees, right? ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, you may have to spend about 3000 rupees. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನೈಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಚೆನ್ನೈಯಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ, then you have to spend more. So how you have taken the path, so that determines how much time you are consuming, how much energy you are spending, and also how much cost that happens to you. So do path dependent. So similarly, there are some properties which are path dependent, like work and heat. ನೀವು ತುಮಕೂರು ಟು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೈಸಿಕಲ್ ರೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಯೂಸ್ ಎ 2-wheeler ವಿತ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಡಿಯೋ ತರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, so ಬಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So how much energy is required? So that is heat. How much work is done, how much energy you are spending in the form of work, mechanical work done. So that is called work. So work and heat are called path dependent functions or path variables. Whereas these properties like pressure, volume, temperature, they are even density, they are derived physical properties. They are called path independent functions. Path independent ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು state functions ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇದೆ. So path independent functions. Path variables are also called path dependent functions. Path dependent functions ಎರಡೇ, that is work done and heat. So ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ example, how you reach Bangalore from Tumkur through different ways, spending different amount of time, money, and your energy. So ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಪ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So properties of the system, so these macroscopic properties, they are also classified into extrinsic and intrinsic properties. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Say there is a box, so it is about 1 liter volume. Say the temperature is 300 Kelvin. Say the amount or mass, so it is about 0.1 mole. So mass ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, say imagine say it is about 2 grams ಅಷ್ಟೇನೋ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Now I'll insert a partition. Correct I will divide the system into exactly two halves. Equal halves get divided, equal dimensions. So I'm dividing the system into dimensions of equal halves. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ 0.5 ಲೀಟರ್ 0.5 ಲೀಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. 2 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇತ್ತು ಇಡೀ ಕಂಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ, ನಾವು 1 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಹಿಯರ್, 1 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಹಿಯರ್. 0.1 ಮೋಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ಡ್. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. 300 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 300 ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್. When the pressure remains same, first pressure 1 atmosphere, even afterwards also pressure remains 1 atmosphere only. That means pressure initial is equal to pressure final. Temperature initial is equal to temperature final. But volume, final volume is half of initial volume. So number of moles finally is half of initial. So volume change agide, number of moles change agide, but temperature, pressure change agilla. Density remains same, right? You should understand density remains same. Pressure yak change agala andre, pressure is a measure of force imparted by the molecules per unit area, 1 square meter area. So how many molecules are exerting the force? So force divided by area is called pressure. So force is measured as rate of change of momentum. So momentum change agoduna measure ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So pressure remains same because the number of molecules which heat the walls of the container per unit area before and after introducing the partition is same. Therefore, extrinsic properties are those which change. ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ extrinsic properties. ಯಾವ್ದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಈಗ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So intrinsic properties do not depend upon amount of the system. See, the extrinsic properties depend upon amount of system or mass of system. Amount of system, mass of system are related. Intrinsic properties, what are intrinsic properties? Or functions anta kelidre. So properties which do not depend upon amount of matter. So amount of matter in the system. So amount of matter is not required. So best example of our intrinsic properties, temperature, density, change agala, pressure change agala. Remember, pressure does not change. So before introducing the partition, after introducing the partition, same pressure was there. Yeah, the change aitu. So all those things are extrinsic properties. They extend as you go on adding. ಈಗ ಒಂದು beaker ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Say 100 ml of water was there. So it has a temperature of about 200 Kelvin. Sorry, 300 Kelvin. ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀರು ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. So ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯಿತು, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ 150 ml ಆಯಿತು, ಬಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್. So whether it is 1 drop of water or 100 ml of water or 1 liter of water, the temperature remains same. But what changes is volume of water. Volume change ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ರಿಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. ಯಾವುದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆದರೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. What are extrinsic properties? What are intrinsic properties? What are state variables? So they may ask you about state variables. Now we shall consider types of process. Now I held the change in the state of the system through a known path is called process. So ಯಾವ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. See, isothermal process. where the temperature remains constant. So what is isothermal process ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, it is a process in which temperature remains constant ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Isobaric process, bar ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಬಾರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಸೊ isobaric process where the pressure remains constant during the process. So it is a process in which anta shuru ಮಾಡಿ the pressure remains constant. Usually open vessel reactions, open vessel ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತ systems ಎಲ್ಲಾನು isobaric process. For example, boiling of water. Boiling of water 100 degrees centigrade ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, but external pressure remains constant, 1 atmosphere. So open vessel reactions are usually isobaric processes. And isochoric process. Isochoric andre volume of the system remains constant. So ಇದನ್ನ closed vessel ನಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Closed system ಅಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Volume remains constant. And adiabatic process. Adiabatic process is done in isolated system. So there will be no exchange of heat with the surroundings. So system cannot exchange heat with surroundings. No heat exchange with surroundings. So during the process, if heat is not exchanged with the surroundings, so it is not exchanged with the surroundings, then it is called adiabatic process. So ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐಸೋಬಾರಿಕ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಐಸೋಬಾರಿಕ್ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಂತ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ನಾವ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ ನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ a system like this. So walls are insulated walls. So there is a gas, say 1 liter, pressure, inside pressure and outside pressure are same. The piston is a weightless, frictionless piston. Pressure inside, pressure outside is equal to say 1 atmospheric pressure. So piston yaak nintide balanced aginde, pressure inside is same as pressure outside. Say the temperature is about 300 Kelvin. So number of moles ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ, n moles are there. Now you have to keep it on a source of energies like fuel, or you may use electrical coils ಏನಾದ್ರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. When the temperature increases, the kinetic energy of the molecules increases. The kinetic energy increases, they exert more pressure on walls of the container, walls of the piston and also walls of the container. Therefore, for a while the pressure also increases. Temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then what happens? System will undergo expansion. First 1 liter ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಅದು expansion ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ expansion ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Why it expands? Because the gas molecules are pushing the piston. ಒಳಗಡೆ pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ because of increasing temperature. So piston will be pushed outwards. As volume increases, you know, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. That is one of the last Boyle's law. Therefore, ಈಗ volume ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, 2 liter ಆಗಿದೆ. Once again, the pressure inside becomes equal to outside pressure. So 1 atmospheric pressure ಆಗಿದೆ. Temperature again remains same. Say it has come back to 300 Kelvin almost. So number of moles ಏನು change ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. So pressure is maintained constant. Temperature is also maintained constant. Therefore, it is isochoric and isothermal process. ಎರಡು ಆಗಿದೆ ಈಗ, isothermal isochoric process. ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So it is not cooling. Similarly, you may imagine the isochoric process. Isochoric ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೇ ತರ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈಗ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೋಣ, ಮಳೆ ಹೊಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ 1 liter ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೀಟೆಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ an insulator, ಒಂದು ವುಡನ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೋ ಇಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್. So piston is not allowed to move. So what happens inside? The temperature increased. So it was initially 25 degrees centigrade. Now we have increased that to say about 50 degrees centigrade. Pressure inside increases. Pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ. So it was 1 atmosphere. Now it has become 2 atmosphere. But volume is not allowed to move. So what you have to observe is pressure is directly proportional to temperature. P increases because T has increased. Because we have kept the volume constant. It is called. It's also called PT law. Gay-Lussac's PT law, pressure temperature law anta ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Adiabatic process ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So let's consider how adiabatic process. Adiabatic process ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾವ ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you consider this. So again, same conditions. I have to consider 1 liter, 1 atmospheric pressure. ಈಗ base is not a conductor. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು base ನ thin line ಬರೀತಾ ಇದೆ. It is a conducting base. The base is also insulator. Say temperature is about 25 degrees centigrade. So number of moles ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದಷ್ಟಿದೆ. Say now somebody applies pressure over it, or you may keep a weight so that pressure inside on the piston increases. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Piston will be pushed downwards because there is an increase in the pressure outside. So what happens? Volume decrease ಆಗಿದೆ. Say volume has decreased to half liter. But what happens? Number of molecules hitting the area, given area increases. Say before pushing the piston, there were 100 molecules that were hitting the walls of the container. ಈಗ ಈ condition, second state ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So there may be 200 molecules hitting the walls of the container. So pressure increases. Pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. So pressure has increased to about say 2 atmosphere. Once again, the pressure inside becomes equal to pressure outside. All the piston stop again. Now internal energy also increases because of increase in temperature. So ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ compress ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, when the gases are compressed, there will be increase in temperature. Therefore, the internal energy increases. So temperature will be increased. Kinetic energy also increases. So pressure inside ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. Therefore, kinetic energy will be increased inside. So there will be some heating effect. So when a gas is compressed, energy is transferred in the form of work, not as heat. Heat ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, heat ತೆಗೆದು ಇಲ್ಲ. But what you have done, you have compressed it. Now ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ work done on the system. So when work is done on the system, the energy inside, energy of the gas, internal energy ಅಂತೀವಿ, and later define ಮಾಡೋಣ. So that internal energy increases during work done on the system. Suppose ಅದನ್ನ expand ಮಾಡಿ, somebody pulls the piston outwards. Piston ಹೊರಗಡೆಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಎಳಿತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Or there may be some chemical reaction that is taking place inside. So number of molecules increases. ಹಾಗೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವುದೊಂದು chemical reaction ಆಗಿ number of gaseous molecules ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. Then pressure outside increases. Or here also you can imagine some reaction takes place though that the number of molecules decreases inside. No, increases. ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಎಳಿತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು somebody pulls the piston outwards, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಎಳಿತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So what happens? Volume increases. Volume ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, 2 liter ಆಗಿದೆ volume. See, pressure decreases because the number of molecules that hit the given area of walls or the piston decreases. Therefore, pressure inside decreases. When there is an expansion of the gas, there will be fall in temperature, cooling effect ಕೂಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Whenever a gas undergoes expansion, there will be cooling effect. Whenever a gas undergoes compression, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈಗ ಟೈರ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬ್ಲೋ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೀಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So when a gas expands, there will be compression also. For example, breath that comes out of your mouth will be a little bit cooler than your body temperature. ಬಾಯಿ ಹತ್ರ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So ಅದೇ ತರ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಆದರೆ whenever a gas undergoes expansion, there will be cooling effect. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. See, this is called work done by the system. because system is using its energy, internal energy. So at the expense of its internal energy, the expansion has taken place. So it is compression is called work done on the system, whereas the expansion of a gas is called work done by the system. Work done by the system. Work done on the system in an insulated vessel, then temperature increases, and the work formally energy transfer ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. So whatever the work that is done by pushing the piston downwards is used to increase the temperature energy inside. Similarly, whatever the energy used to pull the piston outwards, so same amount of energy inside decreases. So work done by the system and the expansion of the gas, work done on the system and the compression of the gas. Compression leads to heating effect and expansion leads to cooling effect. Now we have to consider the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, let me see whatever. Okay, internal energy define madana first. Internal energy. So internal energy is called sum of potential energy and kinetic energy of matter that is present in the system. Potential energy, and the symbol for this is capital U. Potential energy is nothing but energy of the chemical bonds. It is considered as potential energy for a matter. The water is there, so the bonds are there like the covalent bonds here, and hydrogen bonds between the water molecules that is also considered. So water vapor gaseous state alide anta ankoಳ್ಳೋಣ. And energy due to rotation, it is called rotational energy. The molecule will be rotating like this, or it may be rotating like this. Hydrogen atoms will be rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So the number of rotations per second and the frequency of rotation that is directly proportional to temperature. And vibrational energy. Vibration energy and the imagine hydrogen it will be moving to and fro like this. This hydrogen will also be moving to and fro like this. So we can imagine doing like this. Vibrational energy. To and fro hinge front kuda move agta irbodu. So it may be like this. So ee taranu ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದು. Rotation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. So clockwise, anti-clockwise, so flip flop like this. ಈ ತರನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದು. So it is called rotational energy, vibrational energy. Energy due to linear motion. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಗೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. At the same time, it will be executing a linear motion. Half mv square ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, kinetic energy due to motion velocity half mv square. So energy due to linear motion. Istu ella ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ then it the kinetic forms of energy ಅಂತೀವಿ. Bond energy is considered as a potential energy, and that sum is called internal energy. And you have to remember, internal energy is directly proportional to temperature, because all this kinetic energy from chemical bond energy change agalla. Maybe with the electrons get excited to higher energy levels, electronic energy adunu ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ due to electronic energy. So electrons may get excited to higher energy levels. So temperature, internal energy is directly proportional to temperature. Bond energy change agala, but ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Temperature decreases, U increases if temperature increases, because frequency of rotations, vibrations, and V, velocity due to linear motion increases. Electrons may get excited to higher energy, and U, internal energy decreases if temperature decreases. Ella velocity ellanu slow down agutte. They become sluggish motions. So ellanu decrease agutte ivellanu, but bond energy remains constant. Electrons may come to ground state. So that is loss of energy. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ internal energy ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So it is, what is internal energy? I think you can define very easily. It is the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy of matter present in the system. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಯು ಅಂದ್ರೆ U2 minus E1, U1. where 2 represents the final state of the system and 1 indicates the initial state of the system. ಈಗ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಪಿ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ P2 minus P1. ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ V2 minus V1, final volume, initial volume. Similarly, delta T ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ then it is T2 final temperature minus initial temperature. So these are certain terms we are going to use. Now we shall consider very important for exam, that is first law of thermodynamics. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So what you say is, when energy disappears in one form, it disappears in one form, same amount of energy appears in another form. Same amount of energy appears in one another form. It is a very familiar statement. So iduna bariri first law of thermodynamics ge idana baribodu. But if I ask you about mathematical form, then we consider thermodynamic system. Mathematical form ge idana use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. But chemistry ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ all variables which increase internal energy, their rotational energy, vibrational energy, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲಾನು positive sign ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. It is called sign convention. So all those changes which increase the internal energy are given positive sign, and all variables or changes which decrease the internal energy kadame ಆದರೆ the cooling effect ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ then we say it is negative sign. Negative sign ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. It is called sign convention. ಈಗ ಈ ತರ imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ನಾವು. We have a system like this, walls or insulators, piston ಇದೆ. Now the base is a conducting base. ಇದು conducting base ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, thin line ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, insulating base ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. Piston pressure inside, pressure outside is there, therefore piston is in a static position and ಏನು change ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ we shall apply some pressure over it. ಒಂದು weight ಹಾಕೋಣ, ಒಂದು 100 gram weight ಇಡೋಣ. Pressure inside outside increases, that pressure inside is less, therefore the piston will be pushed downwards. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಳಗಾದ್ರೆ compression ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Compression ಆದಾಗ heating effect ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, therefore internal energy increases. At the same time it will supply certain amount of heat, Q amount of heat, certain joules. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟವ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಹಾಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So what we have done, initial internal energy is U1, it is less than U2, where delta U is positive. So increase in internal energy ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is equal to amount of heat supplied and also amount of work done. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದನ್ನ mathematical form of first law of thermodynamics ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Plus indicates heat added. ನೋಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಡೆಡ್. ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು, ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ 2 ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು addition of heat, another is to compression of the gas, work done on the system. So what is the mathematical form anta enaru kelidre, remember. So what is the mathematical form of first law of thermodynamics andre idanna baribeku. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, that helps you. Plus Q plus W ಅಂದ್ರೆ work done on the system, heat added to the system plus ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So it is, this is a mathematical form. ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. The total energy of isolated system remains constant during any process. So ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So total energy of an isolated system remains constant, or energy which disappears in one form, same amount of energy appears in another form. So ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So this is called statement, another second statement of, or another statement of first law of thermodynamics. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಲಿ we insist upon this. So writing like this, ಈ ತರ ಬರೀರಿ. So where you have to define the term delta U is increase. ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು change ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, increase in internal energy, increase ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. Plus Q ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, the heat is added to the system, is added to system. W plus W ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, that means work done on the system. So work done on the system. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So isochoric process ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು. So piston is not allowed to move. Piston ಗೆ ಮಳೆ ಹೊಡೆದು ಬಿಡೋಣ, ನಾವು heat supply ಮಾಡಿ. So work done will be 0. W equals 0. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Piston is not allowed to move upwards or downwards. ಈಗ ನಾನು heat supply ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Then internal energy increases, temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So all kinetic forms of energy, rotational, vibrational motions, energy due to linear motion, half mv square ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತು. Then we can say delta U is equal to plus Q. ನೋಡಿ delta U, I'll rewrite delta U is equal to plus Q. So all the heat given to the system is used to increase the energy, internal energy of the system. ಅದೇ ತರ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರು ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಐಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಐಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋದು. ಸೇ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 25 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಟು 5 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಡ್. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. therefore internal energy decreases. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಷನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್. ಸೊ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಈಗ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇನ್ ಸೈನ್, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ U2 is less than U1. Delta U ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, U2 minus U1, and this delta U is minus Q. So minus Q ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ, certain amount of heat is taken out of system. ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ change in internal energy, decrease in internal energy is equal to heat taken out of the system. So negative sign cancel ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Remember here negative sign indicates only the direction of flow of heat. So system ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಗಿಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Similarly, if we consider a adiabatic process, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಹೀಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಮೋಟ್. Q is equal to 0. ಈಗ ನಾನೇನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಬಿ ಪುಶ್ ಡೌನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ on the system. So when work is done on the system, there will be heating effect. Heating effect under temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Temperature increases, internal energy also increases. Therefore delta U is equal to plus W plus Q is equal to 0. No heat is added or removed from the system. So delta U is equal to Q. So in whatever the increase in internal energy has taken place, it is equal to work done on the system. Plus ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ work done on the system, direction of work. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ. So ಒಂದು isolated system ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Pull the piston upwards. So ಹೊರಗಡೆಗೆ ಎಳೆಯೋಣ piston ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎಳೆಯೋಣ. Then what happens? Volume increases. When volume increases, pressure decreases. When pressure decreases, its internal energy decreases. Cooling effect ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, temperature ಕಡಿಮೆ. So there is cooling effect in adiabatic expansion ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So cooling effect has taken place. When cooling effect has taken place, delta U fall in internal energy is equal to minus W. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ minus introduce ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Work is done by the system. Expansion is considered as work done by the system. So when work is done by the system, then there will be fall in internal energy. So ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು imagine ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಯಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. When it goes undergoes expansion, again internal energy comes back to original one. Then there is fall in internal energy and fall in temperature. So whatever is that heat that was given in the electrical energy form, that has also decreased ಅಂತಾನು ಅನ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. So there are different ways of understanding. So ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. Work is done on the system. It is heating effect is considered as plus W. When there is cooling effect due to expansion of the gas, then we say work done by the system. When work done by the system ಅಂತೀವಿ, then it is given minus sign. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮೂರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Plus U is equal to plus Q plus W. Work done and also heat. ಎರಡು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು? We may consider an isothermal process for this. Okay, isothermal process ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. Isothermal process ನಲ್ಲಿ temperature remains constant. So when temperature remains constant, U is equal delta U is equal to 0. If delta T is equal to 0, there will be no change in internal energy if there is no temperature change. Then what happens? ಇದನ್ನ 0 ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So plus Q is equal to plus W ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So they must be working in opposite directions. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. See, if heat is given to the system, it undergoes expansion. ಹೇಗೆ ಈಗ ಈ ತರ ಇತ್ತು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪುಷ್ ದ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೈನ್ the temperature becomes equal to initial temperature. Once again the pressure inside becomes equal to outside pressure. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಆ ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ನಾನು ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಐಸೋಬಾರಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Then delta U is equal to 0 because there is no change in temperature. So ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ. So plus Q is equal to minus W. When heat is supplied to the system, work is done by the system. ನೋಡಿ ಹೀಟ್ ನ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ, ಅವಾಗ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಷನ್. ಈಗ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. When pressure inside decreases, outside pressure increases. So that will push the piston downwards. ಕೆಳಗೆ ತಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಳಗೆ ತಳ್ಳಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Once again the pressure inside increases, internal pressure becomes equal to external pressure, but temperature remains constant. Correct? Cooling effect to heating effect agidrunu, the base is a conductor, it will exchange heat with the surroundings, the temperature remains constant. So ಇವಾಗ್ಲೂನು ಇದೇ ತರನೇ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಟ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಮೈನಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ heat taken out of the system, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ವರ್ಕ್ is done on the system to maintain the temperature constant. So minus Q, heat is taken out of the system. So minus ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ is done on the system ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So whenever heat is taken out of the system, there will be compression of the gas. ಸೊ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ತೆಗ್ದಿದೀವೋ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್, ಐಸೋಬಾರಿಕ್ ಎರಡೂ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐಸೋಬಾರಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. If it is isochoric, work done is 0, no compression, no expansion of delta U is equal to plus Q, ಅಥವಾ ಮೈನಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ U is equal to minus Q. ಹೀಟ್ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೀಟ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this for isochoric process. So adiabatic process ಅಲ್ಲಿ Q is equal to 0. So internal energy increases if work done on the system. Internal energy decreases if work is done by the system. So internal energy ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ U ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Plus delta U internal energy increases if work is done on the system. Minus delta U decrease in internal energy is work done by the system. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? Adiabatic process. See, this is for adiabatic process. And this is isothermal isobaric process. Delta U equals 0. Temperature constant ಆದ್ರಿಂದ delta U equals 0. So all the amount of heat change is equal to work done or work equal to work done by the system or work done on the system. So heat and work ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, internal energy ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ isothermal isobaric process. This we are going to apply certain the first law of thermodynamics to different processes. Okay, we shall consider what is mechanical work done. See, mechanical work done usually ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಐಸೋಬಾರಿಕ್ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So there is a piston. Pressure inside small letter ಬರೀತೀವಿ, usually pressure outside ಗೆ capital letter ಬರೀತೀವಿ. ಎರಡು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Now say system is heated, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ heat ಮಾಡಿ, then what happens? Internal energy actually ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Then you have to keep it over a thermodynamic insulator. In a thermodynamic source anta karitivi, which can give you infinite amount of energy. Now it is kept on an insulator. So illond insulator vessel mele puttideni. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗಡೆ because of heat. So that has to lose the heat because it is isothermal and isobaric. Pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. So it pushes the piston outwards. So piston ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. When piston moves upwards, so its internal energy falls to original one. ನಾವು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. Once again internal energy back to its original position. Therefore U2 will be equals to E1 because temperature T2 is equal to T1. Once again the pressure inside becomes equal to pressure outside. So balancing ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So in this there is slight movement in the piston, or move move. It has covered certain volume. Say the volume is delta V. So pressure inside is P. Pressure outside equal ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ P capital letter P ನಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. P delta V ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ because it is expansion, loss of internal energy ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದೀವೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. So it is given negative sign. Work done is negative. So W work done is minus P into delta V. So work done will be negative. Actually negative ಆಗ್ತಂದ್ರೆ delta V ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? V2 minus V1. V2 is greater than V1. So when work done is minus P delta V minus into V2 minus V1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So ಇದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇತ್ತು. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ is equal to minus P dV ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ. So minus indicates work done by the system. So there is loss of energy. So work done by the system. ಅದೇ ತರ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ಸಿಂಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ಸಿಂಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ರೆ, ಸಿಂಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಐಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ತರ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನೋಡಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಏನ್ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ವುಡನ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Kinetic energy of molecules, force exerted by the molecules on the walls ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ್ರೆ once again pressure inside becomes equal to external pressure. Because there is compression, temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ T2 will be equal to T1, then U2 will be equal to U1. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೀಗೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐಸೋಬಾರಿಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಟ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಈಗ ಅದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂತು ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಪಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, V2 ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್. ನೋಡಿ V2 ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, V1 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. V2 is less than V1. So W is equal to P into delta V. ಮತ್ತು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು P into delta V. ಸೊ ಯೂಶಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ P ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ V2 ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ we consider this one P into delta V. Now we should consider different. Okay, dear students, it is already 1 hour for now. I think I will stop it. So ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ thermodynamics ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ thermodynamics ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್, how it is calculated in different terms, and also the enthalpy, the thermochemistry part ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So I'll stop here. So textbook ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು try to understand. So ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So I'll sign off for now. For almost 1 hour. Okay, so I'll stop it. Thank you.